This meeting is really to get you guys familiarized with all of the resources that we have, tools. I mean, there's just so much that we offer, and kind of give you a rundown on on everything, so that way um, where everything's at, and then it'll make you more efficient, right? So, my name's Tom. I'm one of the partners here at Rocket Driver. And my job really is to help, all of the agencies that we have here. You know, my job is to bring you up to speed. It's to give you, um, you know, answers to your questions. I mean, I'm always here for anything that you need from me. I'm always available. You just hit up the support team, and we'll schedule a call, for some strategy sessions, anything that you need. If you have simple questions, then, you hit up the support team. They're there. We're pretty much open, I don't know, 13, 14 hours a day. Um, our response times are lightning speed. For those of you that have been with us for a while, you'll see that we really get back to you quickly, unmatched in the industry. But anyways, let's rock and roll. So the Rocket Driver Partner Portal, it's where all of your training and tools and resources are. And I just like to go over some simple areas just to get you acquainted with it. So the step three right here, most of you have access to our marketing dashboard, right? And if you're brand new, you might not have access to it yet, but this step three is really great, and you can always come back to step three, because what it does is it breaks down the marketing platform, and it gives you a great overview of the actual CRM that we have, right? And I'm going to go over that CRM with you. There's so many components, and it's not really a CRM. It's just there is a CRM, but there's marketing automation and just so much more. But this is an important point because you really want to understand how that dashboard works. And this is a great vid that we really break it down and make it simple for you. So that's number one right there, right? You want to make sure that you know how to use the tools that we provide you, right? And that's really important. Um, Next, I want to show you is the knowledge base that we have, which is where all of your, um, I would say, white label videos, white label presentations, everything that you need, case studies, you name it. So I want you to understand where it's located. So we placed the location of the knowledge base in certain areas, right? And it's like kind of like everywhere. So these are all of our digital services, right? This is where you have the training with, and we break down the features, the sales training for that actual service. We break down the post-sale process, which is so important, right? What happens after a sale, it's right here. And then we have the resources, right? So we get to the resources section here at the bottom. You'll see that you'll have resources here. You will always have resources here, right at the bottom of the page. So kind of like I'll show you. So let's just go to like SEO, right? So we'll go to resources. So you have an idea. At the bottom of the page, you'll have quick links, right? And you'll see the resources right here. So if you want to purchase an SEO package, there's an onboarding form, proposals and contracts, marketing tools. You would also have that located right here. Let me show you. So if I went to, let's say I went to, I don't know, let's just go to SEO again, right? So you'll see that at the bottom, you'll have the resources here again, right? Which is, again, two different places. You got them here, you have them here. Then the other, and the other place that you're going to have it is here, right? The Rocket Driver knowledge base under resources. So very important tabs for you guys to find the information that you're looking for. So the Rocket Driver knowledge base is like an internal Google, everything in terms of, like I said, presentations, white label videos, slide decks, deeper explanations of our actual services that we offer are back here. You'll find, every, explanations of the technology, the platforms, e-commerce. I mean, all the features that we have, even though we do have it in the Rocket Driver partner portal, you're going to find it back here, right? So it's really important. So just giving you an idea how simple it is to find something, right? So if you click here on sales and marketing tools, I'm not even going through the search, which you can, and I'll show you how easy it is to find everything. This is where you have, presentations. It's great to really look at these presentations, right? Some of them are in Word docs. A lot of them are PowerPoint presentations that you can edit. You can cut and paste. You can make them into your own, right? You have tons and tons of resources here, research that we've done. I mean, you name it. It's pretty massive, and it's all there to do what? To help all of you prove your case, right? If you have a client and they need information, right? Consider yourselves like attorneys, right? You want to have all you want the deck stacked in your favor. And the way to do that is to be organized and know, before you do a presentation where everything is located and have it all ready to go. If you're doing, a Zoom call or a Google Meets or whatever, that you have all of these presentations here at your fingertips, So let's just say you need something like an SEO contract or something, right? So like I said, it's an internal Google. It's right here, proposal, contract, bam, it's right there, download it. So everything is in the Rocket Driver knowledge base that you could possibly think of. I would say, look at everything and get to know it, see what you have. What we've done at Rocket Driver is something pretty cool. We basically are an infrastructure provider. So what we've done is we give you everything that you can possibly think of, and you don't have to use it all, but it's there if you need it, right? So we cater to like the one-man entrepreneur that just started. We cater to a small agency, to a mid-size agency, and agencies that bring us 100 clients a week. So you use what you need, right? Anyway, so there's your Rocket Driver knowledge base. Like I said, it's at the bottom of all the digital services. It's here, and it's under resources. So pretty cool there. Now, the tools and dashboards obviously are just that, right? It's going to break down the tools that you have inside of your marketing platform, which is really important, right? You need to know exactly where all this stuff is. So you need to know about it so it make you more efficient. It's like pretty straightforward. So to make things simple, just don't overthink it. Go through everything. It's all here. It's pretty simple. You got tools and dashboards, as you can see. Your explanations of the marketing prospecting tools that we have are broken down. It's just, it's all right here. There's really no reason to be lost. Just take your time, go through everything. It's really, really simple. We explain things in the utmost detail, and you have it all here. Then you have all your services, like I said, with all your training. So if you need training, if you feel that, you need some brushing up on your sales skills in regards to selling these different services, then we break it down. It's right here. You'll find sales training for everything, right? Some services are really easy to sell. You might not even need the sales training for it, so you use what you need is really what it comes down to, right? And that's really what it's all about. Using what you need, being organized. So when you do present something, you look really pro, right? Anyway, so you got that there. You got the training. Then we have the store section, which again, for those of you that are new, we have this massive store, right? And we also have the store broken down by actual service. So if you want something, find something quick, you have it, or you have like the main store right here. One thing I want all of you to understand is that we have some pre-built packages here for you. But we're not a one size fits all, right? So every client's different. We need to be flexible. We are flexible. And we're unique that way where, if the package doesn't fit, we will customize any package that we have. The suggested retail markups on all of the services, since we are a white label wholesaler, you're looking at anywhere from 50 to 150%. And that's conservative on every service that we offer. Again, what I try to explain to everyone is that in our industry, and this is, really listen to this. In our industry, there's no such thing as an average price. There's no such thing as an average price for a website. There's no such thing as an average price for social media, for reputation, for SEO, for anything. And that's just the way the business is, right? And you might be wondering, like, well, what is he talking about? Well, it's exactly that. I mean, there are companies, thousands of them out there selling digital services. And why do some companies sell a site for 10 grand for 5 pages and another company will sell it for 2,000? Is it that the company that sold it for 10 grand, do they actually have better software? Do they have better designers? Not necessarily, right? It all depends on where's that agency located, what's their overhead, what are they paying their designers to create these websites, right? And that goes for every service that we offer. Social media, why are they charging, 3,000-4,000 a month for social media, these agencies, and other companies charge, 1,000. It's all about all of you understanding that, don't worry about what everybody else is selling it for. Worry about what you're selling it for and what you need as a profit margin for your business, right? That's really how you price things out. It's all about how much money do I want to make? Forget about, is it expensive? Am I pricing myself out of the market? Doesn't matter. I know so many companies out there that will not touch a client, right, for a website for less than 10 grand. They will not do it. That's just their business model. I know companies that won't do a site for less than $20,000. They don't care, right? So what all of you need to understand is that everything that we do is, or we try to do the best we possibly can to give you the best possible services, right? We do our best always to make your clients happy. We work our butts off to get the best possible, delivery on all of the different services that we offer. And at the end of the, at the end of the story, at the end of this story, it's all about what? The client needs to be happy, and we'll do whatever it takes to make them happy. And 99% of the time they are. So that's how we work here at Rocket Driver. We deliver on the services. We 100% do. So the point I'm trying to make is that don't sell yourself short. Never do that. Stick to your guns. Offer the products and services. Know what you're talking about. Go through the training. If you don't know what you're talking about, you won't feel confident, right, in yourself to sell that actual service. So it's not rocket science, honestly, to sell this stuff. So back here, we have the prices, you have the explanations. Like I said, you have your, all your pricing for all the different packages that we offer. So it's all back here in the store. So anyway, I don't want to spend that much time back here, but you guys have an idea. Just go through everything, know where everything's at. Sometimes I talk to partners and they're like, and these are only a few, but they're lost. They don't even, know where anything's at. And it's like, man, this is built out in such a simple way. Whatever you're looking for, you can find it, but you just got to look, right? If you don't look, you're not going to find it. So know where everything's at. Know where all your tools are and your resources are at, right? Know everything. And that way you'll be a better digital advisor, right? So anyway, so we covered that. One thing that's really important that all of you should understand is that, and I'll go through one of these sales processes here, right, is the post-sale process for every service. Make sure you know what the post-sale process is, right? Because that way it'll make your life a lot simpler. You'll know how to, when you speak to the client, you can give them the expectations, and I'll give you an example, right? For like websites, um, we have a development process, right? Which is kind of like the post-sale process. Um, get to know this. Every section has this blue box that'll explain to you exactly the different steps. It's really simple, right? Hey, step one, create this, do this, right? Step three, pay for your site. Step four, we're guiding you. We even have videos on some of our processes, right? It's just, again, we try to, some people like to read, some people like to watch videos, right? Some of you are like that. That's fine. It's cool. But it's all here. I don't expect you guys to memorize this stuff, but some of the stuff is pretty straightforward. So, take a look at that area. Like I said, post-sale process for all of these services, you're always going to see this blue box right here. And it'll always have the information on what you need to do. Simple steps, right? Keeping it simple, guys, is what we try to do here at Rocket Driver. And you should make it simple for yourselves, right? So you have the post-sale process. We covered the resources. We covered, the training. You have all your features and everything there. Great. Let's talk about now. Let's see here. Let's go to the marketing portal, right? Which is before we go to the marketing portal, sometimes it's pretty funny. Sometimes we have our partners ask for access to the sales executive portal. And again, since they didn't go through the training or they didn't bother to read some of this stuff, the sales executive portal is for sales reps. What is the sales executive portal? Well, what I teach every agency, what we want you guys to become is a sales organization, right? That's what you really are behind the scenes, right? Front end, you're a digital agency offering all the core foundational services that these businesses must have in this day and age to succeed, right? But you really should be a sales organization. You should try to bring on as many salespeople as you can. That's what's going to bring in the big bucks for you. Don't do the work yourself. Doesn't make any sense if you have us here to do the work for you. And utilize the resources that we provided you with here. So you have your own portal, which is the Rocket Driver portal, and your sales reps have basically a duplicate of what you have, right? Except it's white labeled, right? It's not going to have any mention of Rocket Driver whatsoever back here. So for partners, you don't need to have access back here because you have your partner portal. No need to be there unless maybe you want to check it out or whatever. But you can do that with your sales reps login information because you're going to have their username and password. And if you want to check it out, you can, which is pretty cool. So every time we add new services, we're going to add them back here. We'll add the training, we'll add all that stuff. So it's constantly being updated for your reps. So you have your training, they have theirs. Now let's go to the marketing portal, right? Again, this here is a major tool that you could utilize to grow your business, right? And it's important for you to know where everything's at and the tools that you have, right? So let's start with the first tool that we have inside of here. It's a CRM, right? Very simple CRM. And like I said, the training is in the Rocket Driver Partner Portal. It's right here. You'll have the training for it there. That'll show you right here where I told you step 3. It's right in there. But going back here, it's a CRM. How do you get data inside of here? Well, you get data. There's a few ways to get the data inside of your CRM. You could send us a CSV file and we'll upload it for you. You don't even need to do it. We'll give you the format. You give us the file in the format that we needed and we'll upload it. You can have as many salespeople as you'd like back here. We do not charge you by seat, right? So if you have 100, sales reps, then you can have them inside of your CRM, which is a customer relationship management software, right? Where you manage your clients back here. So that's way number one to get the clients in there. The other way is you have this prospecting tool here, right? I usually use, you have specific for specific business, or you go to general, right? And I'll just give you guys a simple search here. So this is powered by Google, right? So think about how powerful this tool is. Very, very powerful. I just typed in builders in New York. You could type in all the plastic surgeons in Beverly Hills, all the lawyers on Main Street, USA, whatever. Whatever you want to put in here as a search, it's going to pop up. And if you're interested in doing some serious canvassing, maybe, I want to cover, the lower part of Manhattan here, and I want to just cover grab all of these builders and just focus on this area. Maybe I want all the Italian restaurants and, whatever. It's really up to you, on what type of industry that you'd like to approach, or niche, as they say. So going back to these businesses here. So I just put in builders in New York, and it brought up all these different companies, right? This is a great way for you guys and your sales reps to do what? To leverage these businesses against each other. They're going to know that who their competitors are, and it's all right here. The beautiful thing about this here is that with a click of a button, I'll just pick any of these, or I'm picking it out of the hat, and I click continue. In 1 second, it brings in the actual business, right? Home services contractor, create account, right? Click that button there. Boom. Now you're inside of the actual they're actually inside of the CRM system. It's that easy, right? So you're going to have in here, everything that you need is here. So you can, you have, I'll show you here in a second. Right. You have these little icons right here. Right. So, and these icons are great, again, for marketing. Right. So you have, they all do something specific. Right. So you have here with this little icon, you can create Zoom meetings, Google Meets, you can make phone calls. There are 2 different types of online reports that you could run. You can send a one-off email, again, all branded to your business. This has your logo on it, obviously, has all your information. You can run all these different reports and do so much back here. So we have a CRM, we have a prospecting tool. Now we have and the third component to this marketing platform, right? And I'll just grab, I don't know, let's go Joe's Pizza, right? So I click on Joe's Pizza, as you can see here. And what do I have here? There's an actions button up here. As you can see, this is all the stuff that you can do. You can edit your accounts. You can create an opportunity. Again, we have the training for that. I'm not going to train you guys on the CRM because we have training for it. But what I am going to show you is marketing, right? Because that's what it's all about, making money. So here, Joe's Pizza. This is what's beautiful about what we've created. You have all of these different marketing automation campaigns pre-built out for you. That way, you can market to these businesses, right? So let's just pick one. Let's do website. So we have a website marketing campaign. These are short-term drip campaigns, which means they're probably going to get about 4 to 10 emails max. That's it. Some campaigns have 4 emails only. Some might have 7. This one right here has 7 emails that go out, right? Remember, it'll have your logo. It'll also be assigned to the salesperson that owns this actual account, right? So it's right here. Yeah, they can upload their images. They can, upload all their information. Really pro. They could also preview all of these emails before they go out. You have a little arrow here, which will go to the actual next email, right? This is the second email, because we call an event. It's the second event, right? Second email. And it's going out on the 8th day from the day that you sent out the first email. The second email will go out on day number 8. Okay. So let's just say you wanted to, you know what? I'm sending out this email. I'm going to call this prospect here on the 8th day, right? Right when they get this email, I'll call them later in the afternoon and I'll get them on the phone. And we'll do our magic. We'll talk about their website, right? So this is the beautiful thing. So you have this drop-down box here with all these marketing automation campaigns on all the core foundational services, right? The key ingredients to a business's online presence. All right, now every button, right, inside of every marketing campaign that we have has a book a demo button. So now we go on to the next component here, right? Which is now the fourth component, which is the calendar. The calendar is connected to all of your emails, to all of your reports. Again, it's a simple calendar. We keep everything simple, so we don't like to complicate anything. It's fully customizable, folks, right? You could set your URL, you connect your calendar, right, to Google Meets or to Zoom, right? You'll choose your meeting apps here. You'll set your availability. It's a beautiful thing, right? It's very, very simple to do, right? Everything is editable here, guys. You click on all this stuff, play around with it, set it up, test it, right? See how it works. And then when you know everything is set up properly, it looks great, then you could start, using the calendar, right? Everything should always be tested before you do anything. Because again, maybe you set it up incorrectly, maybe whatever, it doesn't look right or something. You don't want to deal with that with a live client. So test it, test everything. Inside of here, you got your calendar. So you have all your meetings here. You can book any meeting whenever you want. You can, add it here, and it'll automatically, when you schedule the meetings, they'll automatically go here. Going back to the accounts, you have the next component, right? Which is the reports that you could run on your clients, on your prospects, right? And clients, obviously, you can do that. So you have these two different types of reports that you can run. So this is very important. This is explained inside of the Rocket Driver Partner Portal, right? Online presence report, online report card, whatever you want to call it. It's a bunch of different names, but everything is explained in the Rocket Driver Portal, so you know exactly what it is, right? And it's going to tell you if it's a free report or if it's a paid report. So the first report that we have that you could click on in here is this one. It's got this little, kind of like a map thing here. See this little map? These reports can only be run in the United States. As you can see here, we have a company in Japan, and you don't see this icon here because the listing service does not work there in Japan. It works in the US. I mean, we have listing services that work in many, many countries. But in terms of running this report, it won't run anywhere but the US, right? So anyways, going back to the report. So you have the listing scan report. This is a beautiful report. It's branded to your business. It's simple. You could run 1 million of these. It's free. It has call to action. Your name will be here, right? When you set up your profile, it'll all be there. You have call to action right here. This is a great report to, get yourself a temperature gauge, as I call it, on a business, right? Explaining to them, that they need to be listed everywhere, right? Again, common sense. It's so simple, right? Try to keep things really, really simple. Think simply, right? This is what it's all about. So if you look, it's common sense. You have 1 million different sites out there that people are on, right? I mean, they're on so many different social sites, directories, maps, and GPS, and it's incredible, right? It's just insane how many different sites, and they're just gonna be more and more and more, right? So this industry will get more and more complicated for the actual business owner, and it's great because we're here to do what? We're here to be their digital advisor, to educate them on their online presence and why they need to, build their online presence, right? And we'll get into that in a little bit. But going back to the report, this report is a killer report. It's going to prove to them that they're not listed anywhere, right? So if you're not listed anywhere, then how can people find you, right? I mean, common sense, right? Think about it. You want to be everywhere. You want to be on every platform that you can possibly be on. A few reasons. Number one, people are on all these different sites. So why not be on those sites, right? If they're on these sites, they're going to find you on them. Number two, it's great for search engine optimization for your own business, right? For whatever business that gets listed on all these different sites, it's great for their SEO and their reputation. It builds their reputation and their search engine optimization. Google loves it that you're on all these different sites, and the sites that we do this service for are all sites that actually matter. There are a lot of sites out there that don't really matter and no one really goes on. So, really no reason to be listed on them. So, we have the top sites that we know have a lot of traffic and there are actual people on there. So going back to this report, remember, this is your foot in the door. This is your, prospecting tool. Are they stuck in the Stone Age or are they going to get it? Right. So as you can see, this report, it shows that, their name is, there are errors everywhere and they're not found anywhere. That's why they have a score of 7. So if you look here, they don't have their name. They have a bunch of different names. Well, what's the problem with that? They have G Builders New York City, GJF Construction. They have Builders Group. They have Tigan Tours. They have all these different names. So Google's basically saying, well, who are you? Number one, so you get punished by Google, right? Because your information is incorrect on the web, and Google does not like that because they want you to find the information quickly, right? How about the consumer? They don't know who you are. You have a bunch of different names. Great. That's a big problem right there. So it's confusing, right? To Google, it's confusing to the consumer. The other issue, address. Nobody knows where they're really located because they have a bunch of different addresses. Are you on 45 Broadway? Right? Are you on 115 Broadway? Are you on 50 Broad Street? Right? Are you on 32 Broadway? It's like unbelievable, right? You have all of these different addresses here for the actual business, right? And then you have the phone number. You'll see phone numbers are missing. You'll see different phone numbers. It's just a mess. So going back to using this as a prospecting tool, it's a great way to talk to a client and get your foot in the door. And like I said, find out if you're going to take them to the next level or not. Do they understand that they need to be listed everywhere? Do they have that simple understanding, right? If they do, then there's another report that you could run in here, which is, again, this report is a deeper report, right? This is the online presence report, or the online report card, as we call it. This right here is a great report. It's fully customizable behind the scenes, right? A lot of call to action. You have your booking calendar right here where they can book a call with you. You have it down here where they can book a meeting, where they can call you, where they can send you a message. You have tons of call to action on this everywhere, right? The report is full of call to action. So going back to the report, there's a few ways that you could run this report. This report right here is not free, right? It costs $3 to run this report. That's why we always say run this one first, or charge them for the report, right? Anything that's free, people don't really attach a value to it, right? I mean, that's how it basically is. There's no value. You run something for free, people are like, oh, all right, thanks a lot, and have a good day. So you could definitely charge for these reports. Now, a couple ways to run the report. You can run it on industry average plus 3 competitors. My favorite, you run it on the actual company, and then your prospect, and then you run it on their competitors separately. You combine all of those reports into one report, and now you will know pound for pound how the competition is beating your client online. Pretty amazing. Yeah, you're gonna spend a couple extra bucks, big deal. What's it worth to you? If you spoke to this client, and if you're at this level where you're going to run the report, then obviously it's worth the money, right? And again, this report has a lot of eye candy. It's not a complex report. We don't want to scare people away with all this technical jargon and all this crap. We just want you to prove to them that they have a serious issue with their online presence. As you can see, it's graded. It's right there, right? There's no way that this company can come to me and say, Tom, I don't need these services. I don't know. Maybe they got hit by lightning or something, or abducted by an alien for them to say that. I don't know why they would ever say something like that. But you will get people that say, I don't really need it. So whatever. Anyway, but the numbers don't lie, right? The score doesn't lie. The data is being pulled from reliable sources. It's being pulled from Google. It's being pulled from all of these different social sites. It's being pulled from every review site, right? It's pulling the information that's on the web right now. All of that complexity, all that information is being pulled into one report, right? Consolidates it into one report, which makes it easy for all of you to do what? Prove your case. You have a problem and we need to fix it, right? Again, that's what it's all about. It's showing them. You have an opportunity to do some show and tell. You have an opportunity to prove to them that there is an issue, but there is light at the end of the tunnel because we will fix it, right? So it's a great way to showcase what's wrong with the business. There are beautiful videos inside of here that will actually help you sell because it'll tell you why they need it, right? That's the beautiful thing. It's going to and these videos will blow up to full screen if you want, right? Which is pretty cool. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but maybe you can, maybe you can't, but it just blew up full screen, right? So again, you have videos for a reason to help you out. It's going to break down core web vitals, which is so important. Core web, and it starts with the website, right? So the first is the website. So we're going to go drop down to the website. It's going to break everything down here. All right. How's their mobile performance? It gives you a score. It's right there. They can't hide from this. You have your core web vitals breaking down what is actually wrong with their website. Core web vitals is the number one ranking factor now for websites, right? I mean, it is just speed, the stability of the website, the interactivity of the site, how long does it take your site to respond after a user clicks on something? It looks at the design of the website. Can they find what they're looking for? So you have a bunch of cool things. Simple, keep it simple. If e-commerce is applicable, great. If it's not to this business, turn it off. You have the ability to turn it off. You have the ability to edit all of the content that's in here. You can turn these rows on or off. You could show what you want to show. Again, they got a D for listings. Bad news. We can't find many listings for your business, which means customers can't either. What's worse is that the listings we found are mostly inaccurate. Boom. Then it gives them a statistic, right? Breaking it down. They cannot hide from this, right? They cannot hide from this report right here. It's breaking them down, right? And again, this is a great way to prove to a business owner that they do have a problem. You can, expand this, right? They're not on all the data aggregators that they need to be on, right? GPS services, social sites, search engines, voice command. You need to be on all of that stuff, maps, everything. You got to be on it. You got to be on it, right? Everyone needs to be on it. It'll break down their reviews, obviously, right? So they got a D in reviews, which means, hey, they don't have reviews. They need more reviews. And that's what it's all about. Again, very simple, right? Not complex, not too much information. Just breaking everything down. They got an F for social. There you go. They're not on Twitter, they're not on Instagram, they're not anywhere. Their SEO, they got a D. Again, breaking it down. These little bubbles right here. If you need information, if your clients need it, they just hover over these bubbles and it'll tell you exactly what all this stuff means. It's all right here. You get it all right here. So, it explains it all. Advertising. Are they currently advertising? Maybe their competitors are advertising and they're not. They're losing impressions. They're losing clicks. So this report's pretty awesome. I can tell you that much. It comes in a bunch of different languages. We're constantly adding more. You can actually change the English on the video. It can be a different, it could be Australian English. It could be South African English. It can be American, and it can be, just all the different dialects of the English language are all here and when you click on these different these different icons here. So anyway, just wanted you to know that the videos actually will change. So if you want someone that's British, then you click on the British and it'll be a British version of the actual video, which is pretty cool, right? So anyways, this report is a great report. It's $3 to run. This is an important report because this report will show exactly what's wrong, but also it'll guide you on what? Well, Mr. Jones, we're going to work on your website first. That's the first thing we're going to work on is your website. All right. After we work on your website, then we're going to start working on your listings. Right. Again, it's all of this stuff is in order. All right. Then we're going to start working, stage 3, maybe we'll work on your reviews and your social. All right. Well, what I want all of you to understand is that this is really important, right? If I can say anything that's really important today, this is one of the most important things that I'm going to tell you, right? It's another one. I think I said that earlier, but what all of you need to understand is that every one of these services that you see on my screen, they're all equally important. You can't have one and not the other. Okay? You can't. Right. And that's what all of you have to really understand here. Think of these services as ingredients to this magical formula called an online presence. So let me put this into perspective for you. And I'll give you an example. If you have a bad website, or client prospect has a bad website, right? How am I going to be able to do advertising for you? Can't do it, right? Can't do advertising. We refuse to do advertising. We won't do it. We won't touch it. That's how we roll. We're not going to put ourselves in a position where the client's not going to get their return on their investment, right? So everything's important. Now, we won't do advertising if they have no social presence, right? We're not going to do advertising if their reviews don't stack up to the competition. What do I mean by that? Well, company A, the competitor, has 55-star reviews, and your prospect has 1-star review or 1 5-star review. The other guy has 50, right? And your prospect has 1. Or none, whatever. Well, how on earth are we going to do advertising for a client like that? Well, you say, well, why wouldn't you be able to do it? Well, it's simple, guys, because we would be advertising for the competition. Because the modern customer journey right now, 2021, here we are, September 2nd, right? The modern customer journey, people go down a funnel. Consumers go down a funnel. You think about how you put yourself in a consumer's shoes. A lot of this is just common sense if you think about it, right? When all of you search for something, I am sure you will read about it. I am sure you will look at their reviews. I am sure you will do that 100%. And I am sure that you are going to compare them to you're going to look at the competition and see who's better, who has a better price, who has a better service, right? And all of this stuff matters because that influences the buying decision. It will. All right. And I forgot what the number is. I think it's like 80%. What is it? I think it's like 80% or 85%. I forgot what it is. Yeah. 85% of consumers are searching for a business online, right? Think about it, 85%. And most of them are doing it from a smartphone. So if you think about what I'm trying to say is that, so if you have a bad website and if I'm searching for something and you show up, which you probably won't even show up, to be honest with you, because if you have a bad website, you won't even show up, right? So let's just, call a spade, right? But let's just say we did we got really lucky. We found the website and we land on the website and the website is horrible. It's not mobile friendly. It doesn't give that user a great experience when they're navigating on the site. They can't find what they're looking for. It doesn't load fast enough. It's not encrypted, right? It has to be encrypted because otherwise it'll have that little X up there, up in this area here. It'll have that little X, and when people click on that site, it's going to say, danger. Someone's trying to might steal your information by going, on this website. So think about that. It's like, that's insanity, not having an encrypted website. But trust me, if you look online, there are millions, hundreds of thousands of websites that are not encrypted. This business is so amazing because of that, because people are just so slow to react. They don't understand it's not even their fault. Joe's good at doing what? Let's say Joe's Pizza. He's good at making pizza. He has no idea what an online presence is. He has no idea about SEO, about reviews, about social. Yeah, he's heard about it, but he doesn't think it's important. He doesn't know. They don't know, right? They don't know. So it's our job to do what? Is to educate them. So that's why knowing where all your resources are at, knowing what you're talking about is so important when you're talking to these people. And like I said, this is simple. A lot of it's common sense, really is. We have a whole slide deck on the modern customer journey. Where is it located? It's right here in the Rocket Driver knowledge base, right? So if you type in modern customer, let's see if it come up with modern customer. It should. Right there, boom, right? This is an amazing presentation. You will learn so much for this, right? This presentation will show you, and you can share this while you're doing your presentation and educate that business owner that has no idea about our industry and how it's so detrimental to that business on how they look online, right? So this modern customer journey slide deck presentation here is crucial for you to show them exactly how a consumer is going to go down that marketing that funnel, right? What are they going to look at? Where are they going? Are they going to the next stage in their research, or are they dropping out and going to the competition? Are they looking at you? Are they going to land on your site and have a good result? No, they're dropping off. Boom, I'm out of here. The site stinks. I'm going to the competition. Or maybe you have a great site. Maybe your prospect has a pretty good site, and they stack pretty well against the competition of the site. But maybe now it's like, okay, cool. I checked out the site. Looks like a great site. Let me check out their reviews. Oh, wait a minute. They don't have any. Oh, let me check them out on social media. Well, they haven't posted since 2018 or 19. Wait a minute. Did COVID get them? Are they out of business? Why have question marks about your online presentation? Why is a company going to look like crap online? It just, right? The website, your online presence, that is your window to the world. It's how people perceive your business. I can have the best company on the planet, right? I am the best, whatever, wood craftsman. Everything we do is custom. We've been here for 100 years, right? But that's not explained on my website. And then you got some guy that just got into the business last year, and he's getting all the business. And I've been around for 100 years because, I just don't get it. I don't, want to embrace, all these different new platforms, and they're getting crushed, right? So you've been around for 100 years. You have this great name, but your website stinks. You have no social presence, but the other guy is not as good as you, but he has a great website, a great social presence. He's going to take all the business away, right? Because perception's reality. They're going to look at you and they're going to see, wow, these guys are awesome. Look at all the, look at their reviews, look at their website, and, look how awesome they look on social media. So it's important for all of you to understand the modern customer and how they're going to go down that funnel before you even, run this report and even explain to anyone what is wrong with their business, because you need to know what the modern customer journey is all about, right? And you got to educate yourself so there was the old way of doing things. There's a new way of doing things now. So like I said, this report is rock star for that. Now, since these reports are so great in this area here, the resources area in the marketing portal, right? So what we've created back here, you have the explanation of all of the service broken down by category. And what this does, even though we have training, right? We have training for this here in the sales executive portal and here in the Rocket Driver partner portal. But what we've done is we added it in the sales executive portal here because we don't want your sales reps to log out of here to get any information. Why should they leave here and go here? Doesn't make any sense, right? Since this is the marketing portal. So what we've done is we put everything back here. And what this does is explains, like I said, all breaks down the report so you understand how we compile the data. What does the data mean? What does it mean? You know, why is it important to that consumer? And on top of it, it helps you craft a killer presentation. It's right here. Even though we have this in training, it's here also. All right. So you have that. Then you have down here for your sales reps or maybe for the actual, you know, agency owner, you have a master sales series with 11 episodes that'll brush up your sales skills, brush up your sales reps if they need tweaking. You know, they got to tweak their sales skill up. They're kind of dull. They haven't sold in a while. Well, they can go through this. It's one-on-one sales, all white label. Then we have the store section back here, which doesn't have any pricing, right? And agencies ask me all the time, well, how come there's no pricing back here? Well, why would you put pricing on anything? You know, I mean, that's the biggest mistake that anybody can make is putting pricing on anything. Why would you do that? You put pricing on something, what's going to happen is that, you know, people nowadays have attention span of a chicken. They're going to look at the price and they're like, I'm out of here. Do you think they're going to bother to read anything? Ooh, I don't want to pay that. I'm out. Goodbye. Didn't even look at your value. Didn't look at the service you offer. Could be the best service in the world, you know? Ooh, I got turned off. I don't want to deal with this, you know? So there is no pricing. It doesn't say we're not going to have pricing anywhere. It doesn't make any sense because what that does is it takes away the opportunity of a salesperson to close that business, to show the value, to explain, to educate. So that's why you don't have pricing. So anyway, going back to this is a great resource center right here. That's why it's under resources for your salespeople to get the information that they need quickly, right, about a certain package, a certain service, right? Instead of going, you know, here to get the information and logging out, they're inside of here, right? And they click on here. And this is a great way for them to educate themselves. These icons are broken down by the first one's always going to be the software. The second's going to be the actual service that's being offered. Now, let me put this into perspective. Remember what I said earlier. We have packages that are pre-built out for all of your clients, but we are not a one size fits all. If the shoe does not fit that, then don't worry about it. We will customize a campaign. Your sales reps can use this as training for themselves, right? You got bullet points, you got FAQs, you got screenshots, you got videos inside of here. You got brochures that they can download. You got everything. So they could use this to get the information that they need. If they're on a quick call, they need some information. How about a Zoom call, right? Someone's interested in a social media package. You can tell them, hey, John, listen, I'm going to go through a package here, but probably we'll do something custom for you, but I'm just going to go through it so you have an idea of what the software looks like and how our posts are and things like that. It'll be branded to your business. It'll have your logo on it. So you could certainly do a screen share. This will guide you in that presentation, right? Because it's got Q&As, it's got bullet points, it has FAQs, bullet points, screenshots, videos, brochures, everything that you need, right? The third thing that you could use this for, that our agencies use it for, is a landing page. So someone says to you, hey, Tom, do you have anything, do you have any information on, reputation management, that you can send me? Yeah, sure. No problem. No problem at all. Just keep in mind, that I'm going to send you one of our packages, but we can build a custom package for you. I always will say that you can build a custom package for you. So don't worry about it. All right. We're going to send this to you. Copy the link, send it. It will have your logo on it. It's a great landing page. It has call to action everywhere right here. It has call to action here. This right here will open up your email client. Totally awesome. Totally awesome. Right? Totally killer. So great way to do what? Educate, showcase, send them out information. You got it all here in this marketing platform, right? Then I'm going to go to the client facing dashboard here. We're not going to be able to cover everything here, but let's go right to the reports. So there's two reports you could run, right? Remember in the, let me just close this stuff all out here because it's too much. So there are two reports that you could run back here. I'm back into the marketing portal. All right. So I don't want you guys to get confused. So I'm back in the marketing portal. There are two different types of reports you can run, that I showed you already. You get the listing scan report, and you have the online report card, online presence report. Now, this is pretty cool back here in the business app. What's awesome about it is that you should give your prospects access to this. Everyone, you can give away free software. You can give a free trial of software, 30 days, 60 days. All of you control the trigger times. You can set it. You have the ability to set it where I'll give you a 15-day trial. I'll give you a 7-day trial. I'll give you a 30-day trial. You guys have that ability to do that on all the software, right? You want to get every single prospect back here, right? You give them access to this. There's a video that'll explain this whole back end here. And guess what? There's a lot of freebies. They're getting a free SMS number to communicate with their customers. That booking calendar that we gave you and your sales reps. Guess what? All of these business owners will get their own booking calendar, and it can be the whole company because they can add more users back here, right? So your clients can actually invite more users or prospects to look at all these different resources and all the freebies that you're giving them away. There's a lot of cool stuff that can be done back here. They can integrate their finances, so they're connecting a bunch of free apps here. Listing Builder, you can give everyone that for free, a la carte. You don't have to give the online kit away. You give just the give them a free trial of it. Give them a free trial of reputation, right? Get them back here, because in this area you have something called here in the client facing dashboard single sign on. You have something called the executive report that's emailed every 30 days to them, and it'll explain, it'll show. It's almost like the online presence report that you run, except this is free. This is also going to break down your prospects. It's great because it's constantly going to put them in front of what? It's going to put them in front of this report. It's going to show them how bad they're doing online. And they're constantly getting an email on it. And it gives you an opportunity to get them on the phone and go through their actual report, right? So if you see here, it's populating right now. I have so many tabs open, so I apologize for that. And I didn't even refresh my screen, which I should have done. But anyway, as you can see, we're covering the core foundational services. Again, listings, reputation, social, website, advertising, SEO, core. We're always doing core, right? Where every service that we offer, it has to make an impact on that business, or we will not offer that service. I want you to all understand that. We don't have, these, gimmicks, right? Just to make money. No, we're serious about their online presence. So, we will only work with services that will make an impact and help that business out. So anyway, going back to the executive report, it's free. It's going to break down their marketing funnel. There's a video, like I said, that'll show you what all this stuff means. So it's going to break down their marketing funnel. It's going to break down their listings, right? Obviously this won't be an A, but look at what this is doing. You have your prospects back here, and your clients back here. And it says, are you listed accurately on all these search engines, directories, apps, and GPS? Of course they're not, right? We know they're not. Do they have a Google My Business? Will this be all blank, or will it show, and, we'll have these graphs here? Maybe not. I don't know. How are people rating your business online? We're asking questions consistently, right? Is all this stuff going to be filled out or not? What's their, review grade? Probably going to be bad. Social, are they engaging with their community and customers online? It's going to break that down. Website, is your website attracting potential customers? This is all free. It's beautiful. You got to love it, right? Again, it's going to send them an email saying your executive report's ready. Are you reaching everyone? Are you advertising, right? SEO. Do you show up where people are searching, right? And it's going to break it all down for them. So this is a beautiful report that's totally free, right? They just have to hook up a couple And it's really simple because the video will show you how to do it. They'll hook up their Facebook, their Google Analytics, their Google Search Console, QuickBooks, Google My Business, Google Meets, and there you go. It's all free. Give them some free software, and all this stuff will populate right here that I just showed you. So it's beautiful. For your clients, it's a beautiful thing because this will show they can run reports on a before and after. Right? They can come in here and run it. So the email that goes out is branded to your business. When it says, hey, your executive report's ready, they click on the button and it brings them right here. You have in-app messaging here. So if someone wants to contact you, they can right there. All of these icons are the actual software that they can click on and drill inside the software, right? Maybe they want to do their own social posting, or maybe we're doing the social posting for that actual client here. We also have the store section. The store section is really important, right? Because you'll see when it populates, if it looks familiar, hey, wait a minute, my sales reps get this. Yeah, your sales reps have it right here, right? Your sales reps have it. Sure, it's right here. Your sales reps have it. Your prospects and your clients will also have it right here. Why do we put this back here? It's great. You have prospects back here. They haven't bought anything from you. They're 66% more inclined to buy something for you if you give them a free access, give them free software. This is credible. It has your logo back here. It's powered by your company. It's beautiful. All this software here that you give away for free, or if they bought it, or if it's an online toolkit, it says powered by your company. Credibility. The other thing, you sold someone something. Maybe you sold them social, right? Well, here your prospects and clients can have a look at this at their own leisure. They could look at all the products and services that you offer, and it's a beautiful thing. So what's great about this, these little cards here that you see, if they click on it, you're automatically going to be notified. Hey, Tom just clicked on the reputation campaign. Give him a call. Remember what I said, there's no pricing on anything. It says contact sales. It's right there, right? Call to action. It's going to have your name on it. It's beautiful. Again, this here will educate your prospects and your clients on the software, on the services, and all the different products that are in the packages. They have downloads here. They have, just videos they can watch. It just breaks everything down. So this is a beautiful thing, folks, that we have here for all of you. Utilize these tools that we have. You really need to know, you really need to know where everything is located. You have to, go through the training, organize yourself. Don't overthink it. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's cool, man. You're not going to know everything all at once, but you'll have enough information that you can go out there and be dangerous. That's what's great about what we do. And if you don't have the answer to a question, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to answer that question right then and there. Like, listen, if they ask you a social question or an SEO question or an advertising question, listen, we have a different department for each one of these services. I'm not the expert. We have experts that do that. And what I'll do is get that answer for you from my department, my SEO team, my social team. So again, guys, it makes you look even stronger, bigger than you actually are. But you are big because you have, all these different departments under you, right? We work for you, right? So we are your social team, your website team, your advertising team, your reputation team. So we're all of that. You have all of these people behind you. Take advantage of it. Work. I could tell you this: you want to be successful, you got to get out there and work. That's just the bottom line. There is so much business that it's insanity. There are so many sites that are just unbelievably horrible. They look like they were built in the 70s. I mean, and they even have websites in the 70s, but I mean, just unbelievable how everything, so many different, there's so many companies and all these different niches that are just so bad. They are so bad. They don't have Google My Business. They don't have a website. They have no social presence. They don't have anything. It's for the taking. You have to understand something. This business will never die, ever. It's only going to get bigger and better and we're going to make more and more and more money because it's getting more and more complicated. You know, I was on a meeting with our SEO team today. Man, you have no idea how complex everything is getting, and it's just insanity how Google is just picking apart every little thing. It's just unbelievable. Just how much science, right, goes behind so many of the services that we offer, and the know-how. It's just incredible. Just just to rank, your website. It's just unbelievable how complex it is, and it's impossible for these people to know 1/100% of what they need to do, in regards to fixing their online presence. They have no clue. And that's our job to help them build this massive company, right? And I always say this to everyone, when you talk to businesses, don't ask any questions that are basically going to get you an answer that is going to be no, right? I mean, Mr. Jones, I mean, wouldn't you agree with me that you're interested in bringing more money to your business, right? You want more clients, right? You want to make more money. You want a big piece of that pie, right? Yeah, of course I do. Well, great. They're agreeing with you. Wouldn't you agree by looking at this report that you have a serious issue with your online presence? Yeah, you're right. I do. After you've explained to them the modern customer journey, they're going to be like, wow, man, I really need to fix this. So anyway, I hope that all of you got something out of this. I really do. I try to explain things as best as I possibly can. There's a lot of training that we have for you. We have a killer YouTube channel. If you guys haven't been on it yet, I suggest that you jump on here whenever you get a chance. Go to the past partner meetings that we have that are down here. You'll see these, Rocket Driver partner meetings here. We have a gigantic list of so many great strategies and tips that we provide you guys with. Pop it on your car, or you're driving to work, whatever. You can actually listen to it like almost like a podcast. There's just so much. I mean, there's a lot of content. There's a lot of training, or a lot of resources that we offer you. Failure is not an option. There is no excuse, right? And that's why we have agencies that have been with us for 10 years, 7 years, 8 years, 6 years, 5 years. It's incredible. It's incredible. And I'm really, for those of you that are on this call that have been with us for a long time, I really do appreciate all of you. I am, just, really honored to have you guys still as a partner here at Rocket Driver. And I see a few names here that have been with us for a long time. And you know what? You know that I'm here for you. You guys need me for anything, I will always be here to help you guys out. That's a promise that I make to everyone, and I will do my best to try to help you guys do whatever I can to help you scale your business, answer your questions, come up with some great strategies. We have a great support team that's here for you also. So take advantage of it, take advantage of all the resources, the training, the people, and go out there, and just get your feet wet. Don't be scared of a no. Don't be scared that, someone's going to tell you to go pound salt. Don't be scared. It's okay. They don't get it. If people don't get it, they don't get it. That's it. It's just the way it goes. They're just not going to get it. It's all right. What are you going to do? You did your best. If you've gone through the training, if you have a decent amount of knowledge, and they just don't get it, it's not your fault. They're living in the Stone Age. There's nothing you can do to help that person or that business, because if they don't get it by now, man, when are they going to get it? Honestly, it's just insane, right? So anyway, folks, listen, have a great weekend. Have a great holiday. And I'll talk to all of you soon, right? And that's it. I don't know what else to say to you guys. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you. All right. Take care now. Bye-bye.